again everyone, Age of Dune here, and we are back with another League of Legends game. As we can see here, it is a Wingsofdeathx game. I was able to get into it using the Kassadin, or Kassad.in website again, so I'm kind of excited about that. I have to be very careful to be able to get these, just because of the fact that right now Riot does not have the featured games showing. I'm glad I found this website, because previously, whenever I didn't have featured games, I had nothing, and I had to cast like normals for my friends list, which is all quite low level. But in this case, that is not actually what's happening. Oh, sorry about that. Small bit of a glitch there. Got a phone call. Had to go ahead and answer it, and I'm back now, though. But yeah, as I was saying, I do have to go ahead and use the Kassadin, and I have to try to do it a decent amount before, because I've had problems before where I'm not actually able to get into the game. I click the try to spectate with LOL replay button, and it just says, nope, can't do it. And it says I can't find the game. So I try to do it at least a day in advance with this, just because of the fact that I want to make sure that I'm in it. But I saw that this game had not just the reworked, well, not really completely reworked, but visually reworked Trundle, but it's also got the new Sejuani, who is also mostly visual changes, but a couple buffs and such to make her a bit more powerful. She looks more menacing, and in some ways at least, she is more menacing. So in this particular game, we've got Trundle, played by Wingsofdeathx, top, versus, I believe, Zed. That would be my guess. Looks like Lux is probably going to be mid, so yeah. Trundle versus Zed, played by CarryUsDarius. I like that. Nice little rhyme there. We've got the mid players, played by, who is Kayle, played by Hi, I'm FrankerZ, or FrankerZ, I'm not sure which, versus Lux, would be my guess. Yeah, Lux, played by KiZoro. We've got Caitlyn, played by A Gillette Razor. Nice, nice. Versus Varus, played by LifeN99. The supports... Jarvan is a support, right? Yep. Jarvan is going to be supporting the Caitlyn. He is played by Travypooo. Versus... Zyra? Zyra. Yeah, there's so many different possible supports on both teams. Well, more so this team. Zyra, played by BeastN99. I thought I already said that name. Oh, LifeN99 and BeastN99. The N99 threw me off there. And then finally, we've got the junglers, who are Sejuani, played by Raphangelo, and Best Kikori NA, playing Elise. So, not too bad there. I do kind of like to see Elise in games. Oh my. That's an early first blood. What exactly happened there? How did Lux go so far? Alright, so she did get slowed by the Kayle, and then, wow, the Kayle just ripped her apart there, and she did flash and ignite there, so the Lux goes down for an early first blood, and that was actually very early and very nice. So the Trundle's just getting some harass on the Zed in the meantime, not too much going on up here. Kind of interesting to see it. I do like how it's all icy now. I really like the ice theme from this particular patch. I like, you know, Trundle has his big ice stick and everything else. I just really like this patch. You know, it's an awesome patch. By the way, I did end up choosing the Ashe little picture there, summoner picture. Ooh, incoming gank here. Trundle's trying to get out of this. I think he'll have no problem whatsoever. Yeah, he's fine. Oh, she did land a stun on him, so he's going to take a little bit of damage, but not overly much. Oh, in comes the Sejuani, though, going in on the Elise. Elise does use her repel to get out of that, though, so she is going to be fine. And the Sejuani was kind of minion blocked, so... Yep, they are going to escape that, no problem. But the Sejuani was able to come in and kind of scare them back, so that's always nice. But yeah, as I was saying, I did choose the Ashe summoner icon. Oops, give me just a second. Alright, and onward. Okay, so yeah, I'm really liking the ice... The whole theme of this one. I actually, even previous to this particular patch, I bought a lot of the ice skins just because I really like them. I also did buy the Xerath fire skin as well. But usually I really like the ice ones. Like I got the Frosted Ezreal. I think I got Frost Queen Janna, but I'm not sure. I don't know. I might not have got that one just because I don't really play Janna all that much. But I do like the Frost theme. And this particular patch, you know, has the Howling Gorge, I think it is. And that's pretty cool too. Nice little ARAM. with the Q, which is great. Played a couple games in that. Oh, she was ready for that. Jarvan is actually still taking damage from that. There we go. Okay, he stopped now. Oh, he's back taking damage. Come on, man. Ooh, there's a nice gank going on here on the Kayle. The bind is landed. She's trying to get out of this. I don't think she has flash. She does not. So she's trying to get out. Sejuani's coming in to help. She's not going to get there in time, and now she's going to be in trouble. The bind does go down on the Sejuani. Sejuani's I don't think she's going to get out, and luckily Jarvan decided not to go in to help because otherwise he would have died too. So there is a nice little couple kills there. One goes to Lux, and the other one goes to Elise, and now Elise is going to go ahead and counter jungle there. Trundle actually took a lot of damage in the meantime. He's at half health. Ouchie. So yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at his skills while we're having a slow point here. Trundle's new, actually I'm not sure if it's new, but it is slightly changed passive. Whenever an enemy unit dies near Trundle, he heals for 2% of his maximum health. That actually might be the exact same as it was before. I'm not sure. I think it might still be the same. Ooh, he's actually getting really low. He's got to be careful. Oh my! Couple more hits and he's dead. But I know that the Chomp got buffed. It's not changed, but it is buffed. Ooh, nice dodge there on her part. So his Chomp now, he lunges at an opponent with a next basic attack, dealing 60 plus 121 physical damage, you know, plus his attack damage. So that one has been buffed a little bit, and I believe, let's see, it also increases his attack damage by 30 for 8 seconds with the opponent losing half of this amount. So, oh, it also briefly slows the enemy. Oh, nice little counter gank there by the Elise. It does end up taking down that Sejuani, and now they're on the run trying to get away from this. Trundle's getting low, but he's going to be fine because of his little speed buff there. But Kayle might actually be in a little trouble. Oh, nope. Elise missed her stun there. Or, yeah, her root, so she's going to be fine, I think. Oh, Elise is... yeah, she's going to be fine. Oh, no! In comes the Lux, so down goes the Kayle. Going this way, not a good idea. Trundle's going to go ahead and fall back. He does not want to die as well. He's one of the few who hasn't died this game on that team. Well, no. Actually, it's just been Kayle that died twice, as well as Sejuani that died twice. So there we go. Alright, back to the troll abilities. He's got this frozen domain, which works just like his desecrated ground or whatever it was before. It coats the target location with ice for 8 seconds, gaining him 20% movement speed, 20% attack speed, and 8% increased healing and regeneration from all services, which includes, of course, his ability there, his passive. Finally, he's got the subjugate, which is also, it works the same as it did before, it just looks different and is a bit more powerful. He drains 20 plus AP percent of an enemy champion's maximum health as magic damage and 40% of the armor and magic resist. Half immediately and half over 4 seconds. The armor and magic resist is returned 4 seconds after the drain ends. Let's see what happened down here. She just took a... well, actually, no, she's pretty low. So, I guess she really didn't take that much damage. She probably just took a single poke. Yeah, that's what it looks like. He's just scouting. Okay, so yeah, she just took a single poke, and it just kind of alerted me, saying, hey, something's happening! Ooh, nice barrier there. Otherwise, she might have died off of that. Alright, so while we're watching these guys, I'm going to go ahead and click on the Sejuani, and then go back down there to go ahead and take a look at them. She's actually getting really low here. Alright, so Sejuani also got the skill rework, or just changes, not necessarily full rework. Her passive now is, I think that one actually is reworked. Her passive is damaging an enemy with an ability. Oh, nice. Down goes the Zyra. She's going to try to take down... oh, she misses everything. So, nope, she does not take down anything. Not bad there, Jarvan. Damaging an enemy with an ability or basic attack grants 0 armor. I think that scales with time. And reduces movement slowing effects on Sejuani by also 0%, which I would hope goes up as well. If Sejuani already has frost armor, its duration increased by 2%. Oh, that probably changes as she gains it or something. I don't know. Alright, Arctic Assault is her Q now. She charges forward, knocking enemies up into the air, dealing magic damage equal to 40 plus AP plus 4% of the target's maximum health. The charge stops after knocking an enemy champion into the air. That one's pretty much the same as she had before. Her Flail of the Northern Winds did get changed. Mostly it was a visual rework on that one. I think she usually uses that. There's her new jump, and this is her Flail of the Northern Winds. That one got changed. Used to, it just made a thing around her, under her. But now, her next basic attack deals 80 bonus damage to the target and enemies near it, and then she swings her flail, dealing 160 plus 1% bonus, 16% of bonus HP, plus her AP, magic damage to nearby enemies over 4 seconds. If it's reactivated, she immediately starts swinging her flail, so instead of having to hit somebody, she could just immediately reactivate it, and it will trigger then. Nice little gank coming here. Trundle's trying to get out. He does flash away from that, but she flashes to him. I think he might actually... Oh, no, he does end up going down to that Elise. Sorry. Alright, the next ability of hers is Permafrost. Abilities and basic attacks apply frost to the enemy for 4 seconds, which is the passive of that one. Used to, frost automatically slowed them. It no longer does so. All nearby enemies with frost take 60 magic damage and are slowed by 50% for 2 seconds. That is its new active. There. And then finally, we've got her ulti there. Throws a Frost Forged Bola in a line. If the bola hits an enemy champion, it shatters, stunning the target and nearby enemies for 1.5 seconds. If the bola reaches its maximum range, it shatters and slows enemies by 90% for 1.5 seconds instead. All enemies in the shatter area take 150 magic damage. So that one is actually fairly similar to what it was before. It just has a change in the visual again. Let's go ahead and take a look down here. We just saw Jarvan die, and I want to see how. What's that shield? Oh, what's that shield? Okay, so he does get rooted by the Zyra, and then immediately after by the Varus ulti. Caitlyn is trying to take down the Zyra. She does successfully take down the Zyra. Now she's trying to escape this Varus. She's getting really low. I think she's going to escape with no problem, though. She does actually escape, but she's at her tower, and either she's going to have to defend it, or she is going to lose this tower. Kayle is coming down for a gank. She's being very careful trying to dodge this. Kayle comes in. She did go ahead and speed herself up. There is no ward in this bush, though, so she's not going to be able to immediately slow. Oh, the flash from Varus. Caitlyn does go ahead and flash out as well. And now the Kayle goes in. He is slowed, and he's trying to take her down. Varus is now going in, but there is the barrier from... Oh, no, that wasn't barrier. That was the Kayle ulti. That was an awesome bait. The Kayle actually ultied the Caitlyn as Varus turned around to go ahead and get that kill. So the Kate did actually survive that. That was awesome play by the Kayle. I like that a lot. Alright, and now she's back mid and going to go ahead and push that back. Sejuani nicely came up to go ahead and defend this tower while she was gone. Zed's now going back. Trundle's coming back into his lane. She's going to go ahead and go back as well. And now the supports are going to kind of just stare at each other down bottom. Or not, I guess. Maybe not so much the staring thing. Alright, the blue support surprisingly doesn't have any wards. Let's see, does he have wards? He has 1 ward. So he's not really warding at the moment, which is kind of surprising. Normally you see people fairly carefully try to ward up. But he doesn't have any wards out whatsoever, which is unusual, to say the least. But he does, of course, have his banner, which does allow him to check bushes and stuff, which is what he just did there. Just wanted to see if they were there. There is a ward from the Zyra. She goes ahead and just wards up this bush. Doesn't want to get ganked. And now down comes the Elise. The ward... Oh. Okay, so he was actually waiting for that pink ward to expire. He'd actually timed it, would be my guess. That is something you see from a lot of the pros. They go ahead and they really work at trying to time the wards like that so that they know exactly when they go down and they can go ahead and just place their ward once the wards are gone. Nice gank there. The Varus ulti really is what did that, because he was able to just ulti them in place and they could not escape whatsoever. Now the dragon is going to be attacked. I'm pretty sure it's going to go down as well, unless Sejuani can steal this, but I don't think so. Now, it does end up going down, but now she is grabbed by the Zyra. She's going to go ahead and use her rush to get out of this. She does get hit by the Lux grab there. And she's dead. Ouch. Yeah, she kind of melted there. She got hit by multiple grabs. First off by the Lux, then again right after by the Elise root, so that kind of hurt. And then the ulti, of course, is what did a lot of the damage. And there's that Lux laugh spam. Yeah, shut up, Lux. Quit laughing. Alright, so they're going to go ahead and take this tower down. The first tower of the game goes to the purple team, as well as the first dragon. So they just gained a decent bit of gold there. They are now 21.5k versus 16.3k. So yeah, they're definitely doing pretty well. And now it looks like Elise is going to go ahead and give this blue buff to the Lux, which is very nice of her. And honestly, an excellent idea, because Lux with a blue buff is a really dangerous thing. Sejuani's going to go ahead and take her own red buff. I have a feeling she's probably going to end up giving blue buff to Kayle when the time comes. Yes, that was my Skype. I'm sorry. This happens a decent amount. Alright, Trundle is up here. He's actually pinging the Zed. I'm not sure what for, because there's nobody around to go in with him. But he is pinging it. Looks like Kayle is coming down for something? I don't know what she's doing. Just kind of walking around. Okay, well, whatever. She's going to go back to her lane now. Alright. Trundle does go ahead and put the pillar down. It does not end up doing too much, but he does get to use his... What is that? Chomp. Oh, for some reason I wanted to say growl. Oh! The Zed does go ahead and ulti. The Zed does go down. Wings is trying to escape. He does get hit by that stun there from the Elise, though, so he does end up going down and drops his little... Stop! Stop with the Skype! Yes, any Skype sounds you hear, you can guess that they are from me. So, I'm sorry. And hopefully they'll stop soon. Alright. A gank here. Let's go ahead and take a look at that whole thing, actually. I want to take a look at more. Alright, so what exactly happened here? We know, okay, Sejuani came in for a lane gank, which she was picked up by this ward, so they know she's here. She's waiting in this bush. And the Jarvan actually went ahead and used his ulti there. There is the Sejuani ulti as well. Zyra does flash to get out of that. And... Okay, when did Caitlyn die? You'd think I would have seen that, but I didn't. I didn't even see that at all. Okay, so there we go. She is in this bush. She's doing fine for now, but the Varus was just... I guess. No, the Zyra actually went ahead and auto-attacked her just to take her down while she was inside of that Jarvan ulti. And then she flashed out of it. That was actually pretty good. And I didn't even notice that. I thought she was just getting out. But no, she was actually going off and pulling things and killing things, all while being inside of that Jarvan ulti. Not bad at all. Lux is walking around here. My guess would be she's waiting for the Kayle, who's actually top. So there will be no waiting for you. But now she's going back to lane, gonna go ahead and get rid of these minions. More monies! And Kayle is on her way back as well. Grabbing wolves on the way back, just go ahead and get that money. Sejuani's nowhere close, so why not, right? Alright, so she's back to lane. Trundle's going back to lane. Zed's going... Everybody's going back to lane. Everybody's going back to lane. Alright. He's just kind of sitting here. Whee! Probably is going to go back fairly soon, though, because he is actually pretty low on life. Alright, so Zed's up here. They're just farming. Actually, Zed's able to do a decent amount of harass there. There is the Trundle abilities, though. He's going in on that Zed pretty hard. He's actually coming out ahead on this. And we'll have to see. I feel like he's going to have to back off. There is the Zed ulti, though. And the Trundle ulti is, I guess would be it's not up. Let's see. Was it up? No, he did use it in there, but it was not quite enough to save him. So he does end up going down to that Zed. Ouch. But Kayle is going in, trying to take down this Lux. She does flash, and down the Lux goes. In comes the Elise, of course. This Elise is everywhere, man. So she is going to go ahead and go in. The Kayle is going to escape, though, because of the Sejuani. Had it not been for Sejuani, I think things might have been a little different there. But luckily for Kayle, the Sejuani actually did come in and backed her up at just the right time. Zed's now coming in to go in on the Sejuani a little. He's not really going to be able to kill her or anything. He doesn't have his ulti, but he did do a little harass. Down at the bottom, Jarvan is pressed to his tower. This tower is going to go down, would be my guess. And down it goes. Okay, so the turret is down, and her purple team is going to go ahead and fall back, it looks like, while Jarvan just kind of holds here. Probably gets a little bit of CS, but Elise is coming down for a gank from behind, and neither member of the blue team down here knows. Jarvan just went in on the Zyra, but unfortunately for him, The Elise was waiting there for Caitlyn, so Caitlyn just went down to the Elise. Jarvan tried to flash over that wall. He failed. Now he's dead as well. He's just going to chill here. Whatever, I'm dead. I get it. Die. Meantime, Kayle's actually getting double golems. I like that. I mean, she wouldn't have been able to help, honestly. I'm not saying she was doing wrong there, but I like how she was just standing there getting double golems. There's a very good gank again by that Elise, though. Oh, so close! Luckily, that Kayle ulti is saving her. Is she going to stay alive? No! The Elise takes her down as well. Now the Sejuani's in trouble. The Sejuani goes down too. And, yeah, that didn't go well at all. This Elise is really... Honestly, I think she's kind of the one carrying this team. Not because, you know, she has the most kills or anything. Actually, she does too. But that's not why I'm saying that. I'm saying because she has been to pretty much every lane. And every time she goes to a lane, there's almost always a kill. She's getting every lane fed. Oh my. And well, that's exactly what you're supposed to do as a jungle. That's your entire purpose. Yep, need to go back a little further. Okay, so it looks like Trundle decided to go back, but he couldn't, unfortunately. Zed is just kind of chasing him around. And there is the Zed ulti. Now Trundle used his ulti as well, but unfortunately for him, he is actually dying. That pillar was not quite enough to save him. He's trying to get out of this. He's walking away, but the Zed went ahead and flashed there, and he attempted to juke there. That's why he kept weaving back and forth. But unfortunately for him, the Zed was a bit smarter than that and did end up managing to land the hit. So it was a good juke attempt, but it just didn't work. Elise is still down bot, and Caitlyn's actually taking a lot of damage from this. Elise did go ahead and counter jungle there. Mean.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
And Lux got another turret. So this is definitely not looking very pretty for the blue team. I have a feeling... Oh, there's another turret. I have a feeling that the purple team is going to win this. Again, you know, it's possible that the blue team will turn it around, but I find it highly unlikely. Dragon has just respawned. The blue team, the purple team knew about it, so they are pinging it. I have a feeling they're probably going to rush there pretty soon. Sejuani might be on her way over, but I kind of doubt it because her team isn't really able to do pretty much anything about it. So she's actually just going to go ahead and grab her jungle here. Unfortunately for her, she did get counter-jungled, so she only got the small wraiths there. And yeah, the purple team is going to go ahead and go in on this dragon. And dragon's going to die. Best Kikori NA. That's apparently a big thing now. Best blah 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 NA. It's always best blah blah blah. Ooh, okay, so not too bad there. The Jarvan does get the kill on the Varus. There's a nice ulti, and Caitlyn actually did end up surviving, which is in large part his point. He does jump over that wall, but the Elise flashes to him. So now he's in a little trouble. He does dodge her root there, but honestly, I still think he's going to die. He did manage to keep them from chasing down the Caitlyn, though. So that is a good thing. The support died instead of the Caitlyn. Unfortunately, I think he got the kill there, so they did get full gold for that. But it could be worse, you know. Caitlyn is still alive, and that means she could still farm and hopefully get somewhat fed. Nice pillar there. It did slow down the Zed, but not nearly enough, unfortunately. Sejuani is coming in for a gank. I'm not sure why there was a back ping there. I guess Trundle is not really up for that. But Zed just walked into Sejuani there, so he's a bit slow there. There is the Zed ulti on Sejuani doing quite a bit of damage. She does go down, but I think that, yes, the Zed does go down to the Trundle. So there is a nice bit of shutdown gold there for Trundle. Oh, and that's the end of that. Alright, let's go ahead and pause this. Let's go back a little bit. I don't really want the, there we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at the items here really quick, and then we'll go ahead and end this game. Okay, so Zed has 157 CS. He's 313 versus 109 for Trundle, who is 150. The Zed has a Blade of the Ruined King, Brutalizer, Ninja Tabby, and a Pickaxe versus Phage, Ninja Tabby, Cloth Armor, and a Health Potion. Both of them built Ninja Tabby. No surprise there. Lux is 145 CS and is 223 versus 168 CS for Kayle and is 330. So Kayle is actually better there. Maybe not. Hold on. Okay, so Lux, well, although that's because of global gold, so you can't really, I don't know. Lux has Rabadon's Death Cap, Ionian Boots and Lucidity, Chalice of Harmony and a Health Potion versus Lichbane, Gnasher's Tooth, Boots of Speed, and a Crystalline Flask. Varus has 138 CS versus 124 for Caitlyn. Varus is 225 versus 132. He's definitely ahead. He's got Infinity Edge, Berserker's Greaves, Vampiric Scepter, Doran's Blade, Brawler's Gloves, and a Dagger versus BF Sword, Berserker's Greaves, Pickaxe, Vampiric Scepter, Doran's Blade, and a Health Potion. Zyra has 16 CS versus 34 for Jarvan. She's 227 versus 241. More assists for her by a long shot. She's got a Ruby Sidestone, Sorcerer's Shoes, Cage's Lucky Pick, Philosopher's Stone. Wow, she's going hardcore gold here. Vision Ward and a Sight Ward. Versus Lock of the Iron Solari, Sightstone, Philosopher's Stone, and a Sight Ward. Elise has 78 CS, not 100, versus 71 for Sejuani. They're pretty close there, but she's 10-0-3 versus 0-4-0, which is a huge difference. So Elise has Aegis of the Legion, Spirit of the Spectral, Wrath, Hunting Guise, and Sorcerer's Shoes versus Sightstone, Kindle Gem, Spirit Stone, Boots of Speed, Health, and Mana Potions. That is the end of this game. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I shall see you guys next time. Have a good night. Bye.